This is kind of a question for all the hard hat makers. Like, you guys got to make a hard hat that nothing can penetrate, not even a bullet. So you guys got to figure that out. I'll buy a hard hat that nothing will penetrate because my head is worth more than 30 bucks. You know what I mean? What is going on, guys? Protaz here with Protaz Adventures. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, popping in for the first time, welcome. I'd love to earn your subscription today. If you guys like what you see, definitely hit that like button down below and obviously subscribe, and let's get into the video. On today's episode of Will It Penetrate, we're shooting arrows at a hard hat to see if the guy behind the hard hat will survive. Guys, I have this crazy idea of shooting a hard hat to see how well it protects you from any kind of obstructions on your job site. If you're wearing a hard hat on your job site and the sky falls, will your head actually be protected? We're gonna find out. In today's case, arrows are gonna be flying at this hard hat. Hard hats are actually pretty strong. They're made out of very durable plastic. Will they withstand the penetration of an arrow? And the arrow in question is a standard compound bow arrow. I think I'm gonna shoot a Hunter XT. It's one of my favorite from Gold Tip. And we're gonna see if this actually goes through. Now, I'm gonna shoot it dead on, hopefully, and see if the brain gets impacted. Sorry, little buddy, but you might not survive this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill a couple screws in here to hold this guy together. And when the arrow hits, I hope that it doesn't rip the head off, but maybe it will. I don't know, we'll see. All right, boys, so we're gonna be firing these arrows at 20 yards, and I'm positioning myself just up there. Basically, it's pretty simple. Fire the arrow, hit the hard hat, see how far it goes. The only question I have for you guys, will it penetrate? We'll find out here in a second. Let's go. Before we get into video, let's get into the specs. We have the Bear Paradigm, beautiful bow. I've been shooting this bow from all my test videos. Our draw weight is 55 pounds. Our draw length is 31.5. And the arrows in question are going to be Hunter XT from Gold Tip or the Ted Nugent 300s from Gold Tips. You guys will see a variation of arrows hopefully today. And I honestly think the hard hat might survive. It's a rigid plastic. This is kind of a question for all the hard hat makers. Like, you guys got to make a hard hat that nothing can penetrate, not even a bullet. So you guys got to figure that out. I'll buy a hard hat that nothing will penetrate because my head is worth more than 30 bucks. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, nice and sturdy. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see that? That was crazy. So good news is the guy survived. Just minimal mark on the side of his head right here. You guys see that right there? He got a minor scuff, but what happened was the hard hat popped up and the guy survived. So maybe you will survive a hard hat impact. Guys, this is not a real scenario. This will probably never happen, but just saying out here for test purposes, hard hats do not survive arrows, unfortunately. That went through and through, no problem, easy does it. Taking this out, I don't think it'll come out. It's so in there. I'd say that arrow is done for. It does not want to come out. All right, Teddy Nugent coming up. Let's see what happens to this hard hat. I don't think that hard hat survived after that shot. Holy moly macaroni. As you guys can see, we're about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches below the other shot there. Guys, the styrofoam head survived. A little surface hit right there. No biggie, totally survivable. It did not go in. It didn't do anything crazy. So safe to say the penetration test for the hard hat is actually working well because it's doing its job. Yes, the arrows are flying through, but it's protecting the head. So I'm pretty impressed right now. I'm not gonna lie, I did 2 good shots. Now I'm gonna continue going lower with my shots. And I think if I go lower, then you will see some real action. But I'm gonna try a 30-yard shot and see how well it does. That's where the liner was. So this is the hard hat liner right here. The arrow went right above the head, as you guys saw. So you're still surviving. You're getting that. Let's continue with the test. So the third shot, as you guys see, the head is on there and it's right through. There's about 3 inches of room in the hard hat of protection field. So if you were to get 2 arrows, you would survive. But the third one, probably wouldn't survive. All right, guys, so 20 yards, about 60 feet away. We're gonna do a 40-yard shot, which is 120 feet away, to see if it will penetrate the hard hat. Unfortunately, I can't take these out, so you guys will have to just see on camera how well the penetration does. So we'll see if a hard hat will survive at 40 yards. Let's do it. We're at the 40-yard mark here. As you guys can see behind the trees, 40 yards for us. Honestly, I know I'm gonna hit the hard hat, but I hope it doesn't blow out the backside of the hard hat to actually, you know, confirm that the hard hat is doing its job. But there's no hope for this hard hat. It's done. 40-yard shot. Let's get it. I think I nicked the top of the hard hat. So I shot from that tree down there all the way through, kind of lopsided with the wind, and that's the exit wound there. So yes, at 40 yards, you guys will see great impact. So there is damage, a little bit of carbon fiber damage on the arrow. Hopefully you guys can see that right there. We've got some real damage on the arrow here. These are my favorite arrows, so we're shooting my favorite arrows for this video, and unfortunately I think this one's a goner, but that's all right. It's just a surface scrape of carbon, but I don't know if I trust that. We'll figure it out. All right, boys, there you guys have it. The hard hat test. Will it survive? Not really. If you guys like this video, definitely like it. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.